Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Storm, and today I'm just going to give my 2 cents on the Tekken 8 closed network test that has ended today. Overall, it was fun. Like, I did have a good time playing it. It was a new game, felt like Tekken, like, it was great. Loved the heat system, I had no problem with the heat system at all. Um, yeah, I mean, it was good. Soundtrack was terrible though. I had to meet that not too long into the first network test. Had to meet that, and I just started playing music that we already know and love. Um, Going into more detail though, with this closed network test and how things are going. Um, yeah, there's a few gripes I have, especially with Lars. So I think that's the first thing I'm talking about is stuff with Lars. Well, so what should I say? Let's start with like some good things. First of all, Lars has to be the coolest looking character in the game. Like again, like Lars is so fucking cool. Like he's always just super cool, but being cool doesn't win you fights. Doesn't win you fights. Lars has a lot more options to go into his stances. Silent entry, dynamic entry, and now in the game it's limited entry. I did not think that it was ever called limited entry. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, a new quote unquote stance that you can pretty much go into silent entry and then back to dynamic and then back to silent and just back and forth. Now, obviously, you're left open while doing this, left open to being launched and things like that. So, but it is good for a little shake and bake, little mix up. I guess that's a good trade off if somebody's just unaware of what to do against the Lars. So, yeah, that's it. I thought it was pretty cool. Once you go into I think once you go into silent entry and you can drop into limited entry, um, you can't go back out. So limited entry is the last thing you have to do. Um, it's not too much to say about Lars. Like I said, he is really cool. He plays pretty much the same, but it's just like how much they changed him up and took away things and added more things into it. It's just I don't know. Like Lars does not seem like he has a lot of gimmicks and just broken stuff. Like pretty much 80% of the rest of the cast in this beta did. Now, but with that, I mean things like Lars does not really have that many counter hit launchers in this game. I literally cannot remember. I cannot remember, but we got down back four. The little hell sweep, quote unquote. That's still counter hit launches. You have crouching down forward two. That's still counter hit launches, but I feel like that range for that is just lower. I don't think I got a single counter hit launch with that move the whole beta, the whole 2 weekends. Um, what do you got? Four forward, one plus two counter hit launchers, and then you can actually bound that into another extended combo, so which is actually pretty cool. That's good. In Tekken 7, you just got that one counter hit launcher, and that was it. You couldn't like really capitalize much more after that, like relaunch them. What else does he have? It's like I seriously cannot remember many counter hit launches that Lars has, and it kind of sucks versus everybody else. Leroy, Jin, Xiao Yu, especially her, just everything that they do is counter hit, knockdown, counter hit launch. It's crazy. It's really sad that Lars is still getting the short end of the stick in this game. Um, let's see. 2-1-3 combo is just gone. Now he goes, if you do 2-1, he does his two punches, and then he goes into limited entry, which gives you options for limited entry 1, which is like a low, and that leaves you in crouch. So that leaves you in crouching state, so you can do a Wild Rising 2-1, Wild Rising 1-2, Wild Rising 3+4, which is a good. That kick now launches, but I don't think many people know about that kick launching. I feel like I was the only one who actually launched from that kick, at least in practice. But yeah. Um, as per usual, most of Lars's moves are in these stances. Again, silent entry, dynamic entry, and limited entry, which is something I'm used to, but it's not. Again, with heat and how much pressure you can put on in this game. Uh, Again, counter hit launchers. If a player is aware of what Lars is, it's just too easy to interrupt. You know, he only has one armor move, and that's silent entry 4, where he still has that the armor move and its homing, which is good, I guess. But it does not launch in this game like it did in Tekken 7. Does not launch. I believe it does not launch. I did not launch with it, it doesn't like give them the corkscrew animation like they did in Tekken 7. So other than that, everything is just you know. He doesn't have down forward 1 from silent entry. That little elbow that leaves the enemy in crouching state and launches on counter hit doesn't have that. So it's really hard to pressure with Lars. It's not really hard, but it's just weird to pressure with him. As you see a little mix up I just did just now, but I went backwards from dynamic entry right into. No, I went backwards from dynamic entry. No, I think it was backwards from silent entry into dynamic entry, and then his stomp now down 3+4, where you would use like if you would have somebody on the ground, he stomps and just crosses his arms. Yeah, that's go. That's not, you can't do that from standing anymore. It is now in dynamic entry. Don't like that. Don't like that, because it's like if if you have them at the wall, you have a wall combo, and you want to use that, you have to be in a dynamic entry. You can't just do that anymore, which that needs to be changed. Because I think standing, that doesn't do anything now. I think it's just like a kick, which is pretty crazy. What's some other new stuff that he has? A lot of moves that Lars has now goes into these stances now. So, for example, there is a new extension for his hell sweep. Instead of pressing I was about to say X 3 from once, because when you do forward forward 4-3, you now can do forward forward 4-2, and it gives him like a little punch, and now he will go into limited entry, which is cool, I guess. I don't you wouldn't want to use that for pressure because it is a pretty low, is it not low, slow hitting string, so that can be ducked. That too is a high, so you can duck that. Nobody ducked that with me though. I think people just don't know about it yet. Same thing with the 2-1. That's another new string that goes also into limited entry. Pretty cool. But again, like I wish I could be excited for that, but it's like again, it's easy to get grabbed out of that, launched out of that. I got launched out of it a couple times by Brian. Actually, I'm like when I get launched out of these stances, I keep doing it anyway, because it's like if you take away Lars' stances, he literally has nothing. There's nothing that Lars can really do. That is Lars. You have to use those stances, man. I said that down for a 1 from S7 entry. All pressure really comes from going into any of these entries. That's He can't really do much without his entries, and again, just sad. Back one, no, not back one. Sorry, but no, back one is still good. Still good in this game. Homing, good damage. Does not counter hit launch, or the counter hit wall splat, which is sorry. That's what I meant to say. Kind of sucks, but it's still good ish. It's decent for interrupting, I guess. I was gonna say something a second ago, but I lost my train of thought. New moves in general. Did I speak of it already? His limited entry does have a good amount of cool stuff now. So, limited entry 2 is kind of like it's a weird launcher. When not in heat, it launches people, so that's really good for the wall. You cannot combo out of it, at least not that I know of. In heat, it does launch. It is actually one of his like heat moves technically. If it launches just on standing, and when you're already in a combo, you get this pretty cool effect. The loud heat sound and whatnot. Um, Down. Sorry. I'm reading my notes. Limited entry one now is a just a low. It's honestly kind of like Jin's down two, kind of like that. Not really, but it is a low, and it leaves you on crouch, so you can go from that and go into crouching 2-1 or crouching 2-3, which is my favorite thing. Crouching 2-3 actually goes back into limited entry because you can actually kind of go back and forth, get a good little mix up. Um, but in heat, that limited entry 1, 2. No. You don't have to press 2 actually. I think it's just 1. No. It is 2. I just pressed it so fast my brain couldn't process it. Limited entry 1, 2 in heat does this super cool low, blue sparks, lightning everywhere, knocks him down for guaranteed combo, not combo, but guaranteed hit right after that. This is pretty much like a max rage hell sweep, if you guess you could say. Because once you get the one, you can't block the two. He just does this really cool animation, just flies up in the air, super cool. Like I said, Lars is extremely cool in this game. They have limited entry 3, 4, 3+4, excuse me, and that is the kick that Lars does also from crouch. That it used to just do pushback. It did not used to launch, but now it does launch, but only if you do that, and you have to hold down because you have to go. You go that kick actually goes back into limited entry now, and then you have to do limited entry 2, and that will get you a launch, and then you can combo right after that. It actually does that kick by itself does 30 damage base, which is pretty daggone strong. I think it is also safe on block also, so that's good. But it's a high, so it can be ducked. Um, that's really all I do have for Lars. His heat engagers 1-1-1 on hit that will go into heat. His old forward 3, the kick is now just 1-3. That's not 1-3. 1+3 standing. I keep saying 1. 3-4 standing, and it just goes right into heat on hit. And what else does he have? Dynamic entry 3 also goes into hit, and then silent entry 1 goes into heat. So he has a couple of. Honestly, it's like what you would expect Lars to have. Dynamic entry 3 is a new move. There is no more health sweep out of dynamic entry, which again, kind of lame. But I guess they had to make room for the his new stuff. I guess they had to. What else? What else? I think that is it on Lars. He does have. I told you guys his special moves from Heat, and then he has. I think that I just haven't mapped to my L2. I don't know the actual commands for it, but the move where he kicks you in the air and kicks you down with all the lightning around him in Heat, pretty daggone cool. Does like 50, 55 damage. Not in rage. Yeah, as you just saw right there, just the heat dash coming from the SC1. So I guess with that being said, I could talk about a little bit of the other characters. I didn't play any other characters. I just played against most characters. I only played one king the entire 2 weekends. Who I played a couple Xiaoyus, a couple Jins, a couple Kazuyas. I think I played like 2 Leroys, couple Harangs. Like it was more. You saw the more cheese characters like Xiaoyu, Leroy. Um, who else? Who else did we really see most of the time? Xiaoyu, Leroy I saw most for sure. There was a lot of those guys, and a couple of Jins here and there, a couple of Jins, a couple of Ninas. It wasn't until like later in the beta I started to see more characters being played. I didn't see one Jack 8, and I didn't see one Claudio. I didn't see. I think those are the only 2 people I didn't see, which was I saw one other Lars that I played. I played one other Lars this whole 2 weekends. It was like no, I mean, I understand. Lars is just. It seems like you're already at a disadvantage with Lars yet again, just like Tekken 7, dude. So gonna be fun. But some notes. So Kazuya literally seems like a boss fight in this game. Like everything that he can do in heat and all the damage that he's capable of. Like, just watch the main band Sui. Like, you know what I'm talking about. That one string that, if on hit, is just fully natural and does insane amounts of damage. Yeah, Kazuya is literally a boss fight in this game. I still do not mind fighting Kazuya though. Like, I feel like Kazuya is just the one of the more skillful characters to play, so it's always a good time fighting Kazuya. Same thing with Jin. I had like two good games with Jin players that I'll probably be posting later. Like Jin, like it is good fun playing Jin. This stream is showing really bad. Oh, this is 1080p. Oh, that's not good. That's kind of bad, doesn't it? Yeah, Jin is really good fun to play. I put a couple Brian's. Brian is good fun to play against. I like playing against Brian. Brian looks really strong in this game also. So does Jin. Jin also looks really strong. Like, seeing people do combos with Brian with no rage and the amount of damage he can get is really cool. He's really cool to watch. What else do we have? Leroy seems pretty daggone strong for combos, but apparently a lot of his stuff is now steppable. Oh, Oscar! I never played any Oscars either. No Oscars, which is a shocker. I'm shocked that I didn't encounter a single Oscar the whole 2 weekends, which is kind of crazy. I'm kind of glad I didn't though, because Oscar also looks like a menace in this game. Hwarang is indeed. He's probably the biggest menace in this game right now. I don't know. Mix up with him, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? Everything. He just look. He looks so menacing in this game. He looks so much more serious, and I love it. It makes me want to play him, but I know I just will probably not be that viable with him. Um, I dabbled with him a little bit in Tekken 7, a little bit. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have a change of heart when this game actually comes out. King's throws do way too much damage. King's throws need a nerf all the way around. Just full on nerf, dude. Buff Lars. I think we're gonna continue that hashtag. Buff Lars going into this game. Um, who else? Yeah, Haran looks. He looks so cool, man. Jin is really strong too. To be honest, everybody's really strong. I wonder who's gonna get the short end of the stick. I don't think Lars is the worst. Like, I feel like for more than half of my games, it was just really me making stupid mistakes. But like when you are like in the game and you're wired, like you kind of do notice like where he kind of does lack. It does kind of suck. It does kind of suck. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. Maybe Jack 8 is he bad? Well, he wasn't really bad in Tekken 7. But nobody really seems terrible, if that makes any sense. Nobody seems like they should not be played. Paul, you already know the deal with Paul. Super strong, Death Fist, Demo Man. That's it. That's all you got to do. Just 2 or 3 of those and you're good. Game over. Um, yeah, it doesn't really see. Oh, Law's Law. Playing him didn't feel too much different from Tekken 7. I feel like he's still strong. A lot of Bruce Lee type moves. Like, it seems like the same vibe from Tekken 7 playing Law. Seems like the same vibe, honestly. This game right here, this Horang just destroyed me. Like, I was the morale was low. He just took me out, man. I was just missing inputs everywhere, dropping combos. Did not know what to do. Did not know what to do at all. But hey, that's what happens, man. You get tilted on Tekken, you start playing bad. It is what it is. What else? That string for Kazuya. I don't know what it is. It's probably like down forward 3-3-2-1. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Maybe it's something like that. Insane amounts of damage. That one will surely get nerfed. There's no way that stays to where at least you can actually block the last 2 hits or something like that. Because again, it is a natural combo and does way too much damage. It feels like a lot of people have a lot of natural stuff for this game. Again, except for Lars. Lars doesn't. I've seen some stuff on Claudio. Claudio literally has space. Is it spacing now? Is that what it is? Zoning? She just shoots arrows at you. It is kind of cool to watch, but oh, you see that low that Harm just did? That wasn't on even not even on counter hit. It's crazy. Why can't Lars get that? Lars should, if he has a launcher, if he can go into dynamic entry from his Hell Sweep should be counter hit launch. I should be able to launch that kick and then Hell Sweep 2 right into combo. That's what I should be able to do. At least give me that. That'd be great. That'd be great. Or with this, no, I think dynamic entry 3 plus 4 does knock down on counter hit. Now that I think about it, but for all the for just overall though, the beta was good. Like I enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't like was was just the soundtrack. Soundtrack, as you can probably hear, it did get quickly muted. Quickly muted. I like how I'm just displaying my losses here, but it was just straight tilt. I'm just here to talk about it. Yeah, last night was pretty tilting, honestly, but it is what it is. This game needs to release this year though. I can't wait until 2024. Like it makes me not want to play Tekken 7, honestly. So yeah, oh, I love that move so much. Oh, he blocked the hell sweep, blocks the hell sweep. But no, it was fun though. It was fun. It was fun. I did enjoy myself for the most part. Except for when I was playing Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu should just be deleted from existence. Like Kazuya should just kill her, honestly. I don't want to see Xiaoyu. I don't want to see Xiaoyu. Like just brain dead gameplay the whole time. There's that rage low, and then he has his silent entry. Not rage low, but that low from heat, the heat low from dynamic entry that you just saw there, and then he has silent entry going into it from heat. You get that shoulder block, and it creates a bit of pressure. Like it seems like Lars comes alive in heat. That's where he's probably at his strongest. I mean, I guess it's for everybody's strongest. But it's like when he doesn't, when he's not in heat, then he's kind of just the same almost as Tekken 7, almost. But maybe it's just a skill issue. I don't know, guys. But if you played the beta, if you made this far, what did you think of it? What did you think? Who did you play? What do you think they should change? Let me know. I'm going to show off some sets, some actually winning sets where I was playing well, and then see what happens after that. I don't. What are we gonna go back to? I really don't want to go back to Tekken 7. Honestly, it's probably gonna be worse. But yeah, guys, I will see you guys soon. I got videos coming soon. But I just been playing stuff. If you're not following me on Twitch, link is in the description. I appreciate you guys a lot, and yeah, I'll see you soon.